heart cured and healthy through other ways, then that's a big mistake from those who think that. وَإِنَّمَا ذَلِكَ حَيَاةُ نَفْسِهِ الْبَهِيمِيَّةِ الشَّهْوَانِيَّةِ. That those people, they want to please themselves and claim to be purifying themselves, like we find people who say we are doing this and that and we're making our hearts clean and things like that. And to be honest, if you look closely, what they do is satisfy their desires, either to eat or to sleep or to do something. وَصِحَّتُهَا وَقُوَّتُهَا وَحَيَاةُ قَلْبِهِ وَصِحَّتُهُ وَقُوَّتُهُ عَنْ ذَلِكَ بِالْمَعْزَلِ. The health and the strength of his heart is far away from that. وَمَنْ لَمْ يُمَيِّزْ بَيْنَ هَذَا وَهَذَا فَلْيَبْكِ عَلَى حَيَاةِ قَلْبِهِ. Whoever doesn't see the difference between that and that, meaning the health of the hearts and the diseases of the hearts, then let him cry and weep over the life that his heart leads. فَإِنَّهُ مِنَ الْأَمْوَاتِ. Because even though he is alive, his heart is dead. And that's the worst that can happen to someone. وَعَلَى نُورِهِ أي فَلْيَبْكِ عَلَى نُورِهِ فَإِنَّهُ مُنْغَمِسٌ فِي بِحَارِ الظُّلُمَاتِ. And let him also weep over the light that he doesn't have, the light of guidance, because he is immersed in the darkness in the oceans of darkness. So let us talk now directly about Tibbul Abdan, the health and the treatment and the medicine that's to do with physical bodies. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, even that did not leave us to do through trial and error. Even though there are two types of medicine. The first one that doesn't require much trial and error. Most people know it, if not all. Even animals know it. And that is something that Ibn al-Qayyim called, like he said, hunger. When we are hungry, because if our body doesn't get food on time, it will have some damage. Unless it's to do with worship. Because when we do Ramadan and we fast for the sake of Allah, we experience something different. If you just go hungry all day, you experience something different. You have to notice that. In Ramadan, you don't almost feel it. Even hot. Or when you're thirsty, or when you're tired, or when you want to sleep. All of that is cured. These are conditions that are cured by giving the body what it needs. And there is another type that requires the people who practice medicine to think and to evaluate. That's what we call the normal conventional medicine. And from the guidance of the Prophet ﷺ, when a person is afflicted with an illness, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tries us and tests us, and one of the things that He tries us with are illnesses of different sorts. Some people are afflicted with flus, some people can become ill with stomach bugs, some people can become ill with broken leg, some people, all sorts of hundreds and thousands of illnesses that exist and may come into existence. Allah tries His slaves with them. SubhanAllah, He tried some of His best prophets with them. Ayub alayhi salatu wasalam. He was ill for many, many years. And that is something that has to show us the example that if you're ill, it doesn't mean you're bad, like some people think. It doesn't mean it's a punishment unless you don't obey Allah. It can mean that. But if you try to do what you can to please Allah, to live a good life, because believe me, that is the life. It is not a life when you're slave to human beings. It is not the life when you're slave to your own self. The life is when you're slave and servant to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who is the most merciful, who doesn't order us to do anything bad for us. So He tries us, and the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, when he used to be afflicted with an illness, himself, he is the best of mankind. Alayhi salatu wasalam, he used to treat himself, and he told other people, Ya ibadallah tadawaw. tadawaw, hadith authenticated by many scholars, or slaves of Allah, treat one another. Because the ulama differ. They looked at the hadith of Ibn Abbas in Bukhari and Muslim, in which the Prophet said, "Uridat alayya al-umam." I've seen the previous nations. فَرَأَيْتُ النَّبِيَّ وَمَعَهُ رَهْطٌ. I saw a prophet and with him a group of people. وَرَأَيْتُ النَّبِيَّ وَمَعَهُ رَجُلَانِ. And I saw a prophet and two people with him. Two men. And all his life he called to Allah and two people followed him. وَرَأَيْتُ النَّبِيَّ وَلَيْسَ مَعَهُ أَحَدٌ. And I saw a prophet, no one with him. And in that hadith he said then, 70,000 of my ummah will enter Jannah, will enter paradise without punishment or account. And later Umar ibn Khattab said, it's too few, Ya Rasulullah, ask for more. Umar radiallahu anhu is helping us. He said, what's 70,000? And now we have few Sahaba, but later, so the Prophet said, for every 1,000 Allah gave me another 70,000. Still not a lot, 490,000 or something like that. So the Prophet said, describing them, because the people started thinking, who are these people? Some said because they are born and not in shirk in Islam. Some said who this, some said. So the Prophet said, they are the ones who la yastarqun. They don't ask others for ruqyah, for treatment or to do ruqyah to them. وَلَا يَكْتَوُونَ. And they don't do cauterization with fire. Fire branding or fire treatment with fire, they call it cauterization. In some countries still it exists. لَا يَسْتَرْقُونَ وَلَا يَكْتَوُونَ وَلَا يَتَطَيَّرُونَ. They don't believe in omens. Like, oh, the black cat cut my way, so I have to cut the way back and things like that. I used to know someone in my country who spent one day trying to chase that cat. I said, mashallah, it's a good way to keep fit, you know. Imagine chasing a cat. How can you chase a cat? It can run so quickly. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. So Allah told us, don't worry, if 10,000 cats cross your way, it's okay. But some people believe if you cut your nails at night, it's a big problem. You heard that? No? Yes? Because in my country they believe, my mother used to say, what are you doing? Don't cut your nails at night, it's going to be a big problem. So I say, what's the problem? You know, when you're young, you want to challenge everything. Okay, I'm going to cut it now. And see the problem. No. What problem is going to be? Or some people, they say, don't sweep at night. Yakhi, it's dirty. Daytime, we don't have time. No, don't sweep at night. All this ikhwan is waste of time, to be honest with you. We are told in Islam, don't worry about it. Some people want to tire themselves, let them tire. We Muslims, we rely on Allah. He controls everything. He told us, don't worry about it. لا يتطيرون. Some Arabs before, Arabs we say because the religion was revealed on the Arabs. Otherwise it can be all people. The pre-Islamic Jahiliyyah, they used to say, that's why it's called tatayyur, because of the word tayr. Birds. They see a bird. Imagine if one smell a bird, doesn't think about anything. They say, let's see. If it flies right, we go today, inshallah, traveling. If it flies left, no way. It can fly anyway, it's just a bird. No, this is very important. So that's what the Prophet said. They don't seek ruqyah, they don't do cauterization, they don't believe in those things. وَعَلَىٰ رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. And they rely and put their trust in Allah. So because of that hadith, the ulama of Islam, they said, is it better to not to ask at all for any treatment, not only Islamic ruqyah, but for any treatment? For example, not to go to the doctor. Some said, that's better. Some ulama said, it's okay to go to the doctor and to ask for treatment, but don't ask for ruqyah. Some said, no, it's okay, it's good to ask for everything. And so on, they differ But the correct opinion is, as the Prophet said, to ask for treatment, but don't ask for ruqyah. Meaning, try to find the cure and ask people for cure. But ruqyah, we can say, لا يسترقون. There is a version of that hadith, في رواية, لا يرقون. They don't give ruqyah. That version is weak. It's not authentic. For us, it's good. The Sahaba radiallahu anhum used to ask. Even this today we were discussing with some brothers. Before Islam, they used to do ruqyah. They used to treat one another, and some of it was haram, some of it was halal. So they asked the Prophet ﷺ, what do you think about our ruqah, our treatments and our incantations and things like that? The Prophet ﷺ told them, subhanAllah, a very nice principle. And the fact, I want to draw your attention also, brothers and sisters, to the fact that the tarbiyah Islamiyah, how the Muslim should be. The Muslim should not jump like Allah says, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, la tuqaddimu bayna yaday Allahi wa rasulih. Don't go before Allah and His Messenger. That's tarbiyah Islamiyah. That's the correct way of a Muslim to be. They ask even about ruqyah, subhanAllah. And I was talking today to some of our brothers. The Prophet ﷺ, remember Hajjatul Wada', the farewell pilgrimage. The Prophet is asking that 10,000, 100,000 people standing there. He's saying, أَيُّ يَوْمٍ هَذَا? Which day is it? Day of Arafah. You think they don't know that? They know. They say, Allahu wa Rasuluhu a'lam. They are ready for the Prophet ﷺ to change the day. They are ready to accept it. He's saying, أَيُّ بَلْدٍ هَذَا? Which city is this? They're in Makkah, near Makkah. They're ready that the Prophet calls it Makkah, they're ready to accept it. If he calls it any other name, they're ready to. That's the tarbiyah of a Muslim. Not to find something which you want and then try to look for sheikhs. This sheikh, I don't think he'll give you that fatwa. This sheikh maybe. Oh, this sheikh for sure, alhamdulillah. I'll call this sheikh. Sheikh, we have this problem, and you already know that the fatwa that you want. Now, maybe he's not even a sheikh. Maybe he's a sheikh. Milkshake. Or shake, like some brothers say, shake. What do you want me to shake? Shake. They call the sheikh. Some sheikhs come from abroad, I feel shy. They say, shake. Don't call the sheikh. Don't make him shake. Try to learn and say sheikh. It's not good to say shake like you're in a song or something. So this sheikh is telling him, yes brother, you have nowhere to live. You can have mortgage.